Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are #1. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper.
That's nice. Way to go. Neato. Yes.
Slow moving.
What?
Inattentive.
What?
Dull.
What?
Shows a lack of motivation.
What?
Constantly snacking.
It's funny because he's fat.
Oh, what a sad story, sad saga this is.
Biscuit burrito?
Ooh,
That is one of the top favorites
brisket
here.
burrito.
Yeah,
that's actually a favorite of the man whose seat you may be taking.
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was, how would you like to suck my balls?
Yeah.
Canadian?
Oh, I'm up north there, so it's...
No, God!
That's good enough.
We have a Wisconsin,
No!
Yeah.
South Dakota,
No!
and North Dakota.
No!
Couldn't find it.
You are the slow on the draw.
I couldn't. Okay, better than Mitch.
You're right, but anyways,
Go on.
let's not talk about Mitch, I'm saying. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna miss Springfield. This town's been awfully good to us.
No, it hasn't, Dad. That's why we're leaving.
Oh yeah! So long, stink town!
All right. Well, good evening and welcome to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast here on WBLZ. An exciting show here on the old podcast airwaves today. And I'm joined. We got 4 people today with
Doesn't have very often.
No, it doesn't, and with 4 plugged-in microphones. So that, my friends, is
that a first?
I think that's a new record. A new record has been set here in the Beer Belly Sports Podcast, and I'm proud to be a part of it. So let's go around the table today. We're actually hanging out at my apartment, which I feel is a little appropriate because a long time ago, we started this Beer Belly Sports Podcast. It was originally Geoffrey and I. We brought in one guy. He was a dismal failure. And then
Do we need to name his name?
We're not even going to name his name.
Okay.
It's fine.
Shall not be named.
And then Mitch came up to me and he was like, "Hey, you guys are doing a podcast? I love podcasts. Can I come on?" And he was originally just supposed to be an interview and just like a one-time guest, and then he just stuck around. And
I just
so
wouldn't leave.
You literally.
So you guys coming back next week? You need somebody?
Yeah. So
I'll join you.
Well, we got an extra mic, I guess. So yeah,
I brought my own.
just in case. You did bring your own, and so it's a time has come full circle. We're hanging out in my apartment now, not so much the basement.
Yeah,
and
because that place
that was
was
fun.
cold.
the place was really cold.
But it was nice, though.
Well, yeah,
It
had a homey feel.
it
There
had
was
a
a
nice,
dog and stuff.
Yeah, the 1970s the light fixture that we had.
Yes.
Those were really cool.
Plus, you had the old school, the
wood stove.
wood stove, but
Yeah.
plus that thing.
The wood paneling.
That thing.
No,
What?
the radio.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, the radio. That I got a 1930s radio that we used to have in
gorgeous.
there. Yeah, it's really cool. But today is, like I said, we're coming full circle, and today is Mitch's last time that he's going to be on the Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
It's true.
Boo.
Well, that was.
Yeah, that was really rude.
This is a hard time for me. It's hard to say goodbye, but we'll leave that to the end of the show.
All right, so let's just we'll table that for now, and we'll get into what we're doing today in the podcast. Geoffrey, what is on the docket?
Well, in normal fashion, I usually have things not ready, and here I go again.
Down the only road you've ever known?
That's right. Here I go.
Like a drifter, you were born to walk alone?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Anyways.
But you've made up your mind.
Stop.
You haven't wasted any more time.
Here I go again.
Anyways.
Thank you, David.
Anyways, we'll talk about why do people hate me, and I do have an announcement to make as well. We'll talk about the Broncos don't really like quarterbacks lately, even though they have one of the best quarterbacks of all time at the GM spot. Mm-hmm. Talk about the NFL suspensions as of late. Are they lenient? Is it right? Or we'll talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Mitch has hit the post as well too, and then we also have Mitch's hockey minute, his finale.
Last minute ever.
Last minute. Oof.
And then Bemidji missed connections, and if we have more time, we'll do some other stuff as well too.
All right. Well, let's just do this real quick. We do have the new guys here as well. So please reintroduce yourselves to the people that are listening for the first time ever.
I'm James Ryan, and I'm a
Who?
exactly a no name, and I'm a sports management major at Bemidji State.
Nerd.
The Bemidji State University.
Alum. It's a great institution.
Alma mater. What up?
Hey.
I am not part of the faction.
No, you aren't. And well, thank you for the introduction. And now let's get into the podcast. And this is something that I've noticed for the last couple of weeks. And I'm sure this has probably happened for the eternity that Geoffrey has been on social media. But, man, people get mad at you on the internet, dude.
People get pissy.
What the hell are you posting?
Like, facts are facts, though.
I know, and it's so funny. Did you see his
Fake news.
Right,
Wait.
the one where he posted up about like that Fox Sports posted up like the last time that the Vikings had this long of a win streak, they lost in the Super Bowl, whatever, and like lost the NFC Championship game. And he goes, just like, let's not get our hopes up or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's not get too excited.
Yeah, that's like not really a big slam about anything, right? You're a Viking fan,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's well known that we just don't clutch up in the Super Bowl. I mean, like, we've been there how many times? We just
4
haven't-
times.
You know, we haven't done it a single time.
Yeah.
So I don't know why anyone would be mad at someone pointing out the fact that.
But it is hilarious to see these posts, and I'm going to go onto that post and look him up because people get super angry at him on the internet, like almost Mitch angry at other podcasts on the internet.
As an also Vikings fan.
Oh yeah, I
that's right.
forgot you're a lifelong Viking fan over here.
No.
Sorry about
I'm
that.
new, but I would call myself a fan. I would say thank you, Geoffrey, for lowering expectations.
You're welcome.
So-
I do that pretty well.
I wasn't upset by it.
Okay.
I
You should
I
you
was
should put
like,
a heart by it.
well, I'll give you a like, but I don't know about a heart.
Okay.
Maybe like a thumbs up, no shares, just a like.
Well, speaking of
Just for
shares,
stirring the pot,
Yeah,
because
okay.
People need to do that.
Okay,
I do
let's
that
just,
quite often.
First off, 66 comments and 135 shares off of this.
Wow.
and my
Viral.
biggest regret, I did not post it on Bemidji or not Bemidji, Beer Belly Sports page first.
Yeah, I am also pretty bummed about that.
I wish because I think it was going to take off. Normally, my shit doesn't take off.
So, okay, let's just go. It starts out with, though the tradition will continue, LOL, funny, haha. Then,
Pretty light.
Yeah, a George Takei snap or GIF where he's laughing, ha ha ha, it's great. Don't get too excited. They'd probably be the first time to ever play and win in the Super Bowl in their own stadium, question mark. There's a conversation starting.
Very hopeful.
Right, and then out of nowhere, in comes this dude. How are those Cowboys?
course.
I'll wait.
Do you know that guy?
What?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Like, okay, dude, let's just chill.
By the way, 7 laughs or likes.
Yeah. And then the next one is someone correcting your grammar.
I was gonna do that. Wait, what did he say?
He just goes, 2. Like
Oh
with
no, I
2
had
O's.
another one.
Oh, did you?
Didn't he? What else did Geoffrey
Oh.
comment on there? It was one of Geoffrey's comments.
Oh,
It was,
it'll be lower on here.
Yeah.
But then someone writes stupid point. Like, okay, but it's
Well
like
noted.
a true, yeah. And then another, how them Cowboys going? And then this guy, I'm not like, I don't want to throw him under the bus because you could just go to Geoffrey's Facebook page and look at these. But this guy goes, "Why are you always so goddamn negative? Just watch your Cowboys and leave the Vikes alone. 10-2. Score. And then, like, Geoffrey's even defending himself here. I like the Vikings, you guys. Oh, pardon
there
me.
it is. History has a tendency.
Yeah, that was
Is
it.
it-
History tends to repeat itself. That's all.
Yeah.
That's one word.
That's right, isn't it?
That's one word.
Is it? I don't know.
Is it tendency? Or is it
Tens?
Tennessee?
We can go either way. Whatever.
You know what?
I
Let's
thought
not
it was-
let's not split hairs.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
just
right,
say
you're
that
right.
like midway through this
Now I feel
full on attack
Idiot.
on Geoffrey, he defends himself in a very clear, concise manner. This is just what happens. I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe they'll buck the trend this time. And then everyone gets fucking mad.
I didn't
Go
see it.
berserk.
I didn't see it as a maybe they'll buck the trend. I saw this as my team kind of sucks, and so
Typical.
they're gonna suck too.
Right. So, like,
That's what
let's
I said.
not be too upset about
Hey,
this.
I wasn't.
Hey, think about this. You want to know the reason why the Vikings are purple?
Why?
Because they choke all the time.
Oh, See, at least he didn't put that in there.
At least
I did later on.
Here he did spell
Oh,
tenancy wrong.
Yes.
Tenacity.
Oh. See what happens when you don't,
That's
you know,
the first
spell
rule
check
of the
it?
internet. You always have to, like, whenever you're making a point, you have to spell everything right. Use right, like, you have to use everything, do everything correct.
Yes, but your friend Gary.
Gary.
Gary's a kind of mad who would get down on it. You ever watch Team America? That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of.
Gary.
Has nothing to do with season. Okay. Like, it's just really funny to see and this is just one example of which there are many where people just, for no reason, get angry at Geoffrey about something he posted on the internet.
It's true, but should we mention that there are only 4 teams that are 10-2 at this point?
Yes.
So-
Let's okay. I don't know like what that has to do with people
that just
being
means
mad about.
people should be excited about the Vikings because they're doing well.
Okay.
By
should
the
they
way,
all speak?
Derek did defend me.
Yeah.
He did defend me. Thank you, the
That'll-
owner of Lazy Jacks,
Good
for
job.
defending me.
Oh, wow.
Derek
Free
stepping
ads,
up.
huh?
Oh, boy.
But it's just crazy to see all these people that are just angry on the internet. And yes, I realize that there are 4 teams that are 10-2.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And you just pulled
One of the teams
a
that we're
person
talking about.
We're just talking like you just pulled what someone who comments on Geoffrey's post does all the time, and that's bring up something totally irrelevant.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
So you could say I'm like the Kelly Conway of
Ooh,
changing-
Kellyanne
of-
Conway.
of,
Kellyanne.
of hinging.
Actually, there isn't a heroin problem, so you're wrong. Anyways, so Geoffrey,
No,
how
it was Hillary Clinton that did it.
the emails?
Wow.
Skeletor. She does look like Skeletor. Anyways, Geoffrey, what are you going to do to rectify this this situation?
Despite, you know, I feel like I'm defending my case pretty well. I'm going to prove myself that the Vikings are going to lose in the playoffs and or not make it Super Bowl. But
So what? How far did they have to get to where you're impressed?
win the Super Bowl.
That's
Really? That's what they need to do.
I feel like
Really?
that's a good benchmark.
Yeah, that was kind
win
of
the Super Bowl.
Well, that was what the picture was pointing out.
Yeah,
It was-
they just suck. And it's not gonna happen.
I mean, they are 10-2 and they beat a lot of good teams, but
I know, but
they still have to win the Super Bowl.
And they always
Could
they always
if
suck
they got
in the
to
playoffs.
the semifinals.
The
Like,
semifinals.
just-
You know what I'm talking about.
Although, just to kind of like,
I love to see
You
that
know,
your brain is like
hockey-
working.
The
this is my
NFC
hockey-
championship
Yes, thank
game.
you.
Your brain
This
is
is
like
my hockey brain trying to compete.
Well, you know, when they're playing for the Grey Cup, when do you think they're going to win that
Shout
one?
out
though?
Toronto Argonauts.
although like I will say like one thing I've noticed, like the Vikings hate is real. Like I talked to this football fan and they're a Giants fan, and
Ew.
they still talk shit about the Vikings season.
well,
Like
that's
constant.
their fault.
Their coach was Ben McAdoo.
And he looked like a
Yes.
pedophile.
He did look
Although
like
I
a
will
pedophile.
say everything started going downhill for him when he like changed up his hair.
Yeah.
He's still got the creepy mustache, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big
Slick
time.
black hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's fired, though.
So he just messes up Eli Manning's streak, and then they can't blame that guy. He's fired.
He ruined everything.
It's not our fault.
But
Not our
see,
fault.
now it's smart because the next head coach that comes in doesn't have to worry about pulling the trigger on taking Manning out. That's already
Yeah.
been done. That streak's already over.
So do
But
you just gas?
his
you just-
decision was to bench a 2-time Super Bowl champion
yeah.
with the second longest consecutive starts.
Wow.
Dairy.
Sorry, hit the wrong button.
consecutive start streak. That's hard to say sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then benched him for Geno Smith.
Yeah, but didn't the owner go on to say that he had an opportunity to say no?
did. He
And
did,
so
yeah.
he put that onus on himself by going with the flow of the
He did.
coaching staff.
Last week we talked about will Eli be, with the Giants next week? No, we talked about the good.
Next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
next
year. Did I say next week?
Yeah.
Next year. I'm pretty sure that we all agree that Jacksonville is a heavy favorite.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, honestly, even with like we were talking about with like one of our upcoming segments, like Denver, they might still be in play.
Yeah, and so let's switch into gears of
Should we?
Denver because their quarterback carousel
Continues on.
Yeah, it continues on. Who's their starting quarterback now?
I think it's going to be Simeon this week.
Yeah, I think
Trevor
I think so, too.
Simeon. He's named after a
Seaman.
It's named after what?
TV. A TV. I don't know. I was just making
Making things
lighthearted
Jeffrey
jokes.
got that button?
Which one?
Well, you had so many opportunities there. Maybe
I
like
was switching
like
chords.
Like a badoom, or like
I was really hoping that something was going to come in and save my gravy, but
we just left you to die.
yeah.
Darn.
Such
I was
is
switching chords.
such is the case.
How
of the
many
Beer
chords you
Bellies.
gotta switch over there?
Yeah, dude, it's one chord. We
But I
could
gotta
I
switch
could
hands.
literally give you a different chord.
He's
That-
acting like he's DJ Flex over there, just spinning records or something.
Oh, we're going to take a break.
No. I just
No, we're
I
not
just
taking
put
a break.
I just put NFL music on. That's what
Oh,
I'm
There
switching.
we go.
I gotcha.
Oh, there we go.
He fooled me with that. Usually, when I hear music in the background, that means, "Hey, Steve-O, shut the fuck
And
up."
he's like giving you hand gestures.
Yeah.
We're going to break.
We're like, "Hey, we're going to break. Take a break." Sorry, what? Okay. I'm taking your subtleness here. So
Anyways.
talk to us about why Denver is
Well,
the way it is.
Denver is the way it is as of late because they have not had good quarterbacks. You know, you want to talk about the defense has kind of been meh after Wade Phillips left because he ran that 3-4 system.
Yeah.
Where this let Von Miller loose and destroyed
That was-
everybody.
That was a good call.
And now he's gone. I think they've gone back to a 4-3.
Now he's gone.
So I don't know what they're going to do now in defense. They lost some good players. Quarterback-wise, they have shitty quarterback as the past couple of years. And they got Peyton. They won the Super Bowl with Peyton, but he was really on the whole 18 of his career. He was done.
Yeah.
He was, and he was the shittiest career numbers he had, and they won Super Bowl. Then you look at Trevor Siemian. Last year, he did pretty good,
Yeah.
but he's just not that quarterback.
Didn't they have the Brockett chip before too? Brock Osweiler.
Yes,
Well,
they
yeah,
still
he-
do.
Yeah, he's still on the
He's
team.
still on. I thought he was on the
No,
Texans.
you're,
He came back.
Oh, well, good.
Well, he got traded to the Browns and then traded to the Texans and now back with Denver.
He was traded to the Texans, cut by them, and then signed by the Browns.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Or something like that.
Yeah, doesn't he make like
Or
$110
no, he was,
billion?
no, yeah, he was traded. He was traded to the Browns and then cut by the Browns. That's what it was.
So, as GM, what would be your first move?
Well, your GM, you're John Elway, the legendary John Elway.
First of all, you wake up in your $100 million mansion.
Yeah.
And you say,
You dust
you know
off
what?
your 2 Super Bowl rings, and you think to yourself, "Huh, I've got to do some work today."
I need some work to do.
I got some work to do. I better have 2 cups of coffee.
I'm
Well,
going to
pump
have
the old
some.
computer.
I might even go to Starbucks and buy that coffee because I can afford that.
Maid, make me coffee. Boom. It's there.
And then John Elway goes to work.
Make John Elway coffee. talks about himself in third person.
That's
Third person.
He always tells people to do something for him. It's like, oh, that's great.
That'd be a great segment. We should dedicate that to Mitch.
I'm just picturing him like sitting at like a restaurant, and he's like, "You will make John Elway a tenderloin sandwich, cooked medium rare with 14 fries on the side." And John Elway would also like a cool, refreshing Miller High Life.
John Elway would like 3 slices of brown toast with jelly.
Brown toast. What kind of bread is that?
Is it
John
wheat?
Elway does not need to clarify what kind of toast is brown toast.
You think that guy has white bread? No chance. Sure. No, you know how they are in Colorado. They're
Oh, yeah,
healthy and
those
shit.
Damn hippies.
Sir, we got rye bread. Is that good for you?
No,
That is dark brown. John Elway asked for regular brown.
none of that Cleveland Brown stuff. Garbage.
I led a drive against the Browns back in 1988.
Did I mention that?
Did I mention that? Remember when I won all those Super Bowls? John Elway remembers.
That's me, John Elway.
Anyway,
Mitchell, I love you.
John
back,
Elway
boys.
needs a new quarterback.
Yeah. So it's pretty. You know, they have Paxton Lynch, who is garbage.
Yep.
They have Brock Osweiler, garbage.
Rocket chip.
The rocket ship, and that's about it. They have nobody else.
I mean, honestly, at this stage, I don't know if Chad Kelly is healthy, but fuck, why not
Who?
just Chad? Well, Chad Kelly, that Ole Miss quarterback, the rookie.
oh,
the
was
one
he
that
the one
was-
that got in trouble a lot?
Yeah,
Is
'cause
he?
he was trying to hook up with Mia Khalifa,
Oh, there's that.
and he got
Ooh. Go on.
She's the porn star, right?
Yeah, and then she kept like tweeting
on.
out. Yeah, she kept like tweeting out like whatever he would like send her in the DMs and like stuff like that. Like she keep posting all that. Yeah,
That's a no-no.
Yeah, that's he's also on the roster.
Oh, he made it. So Jim Kelly's cousin, nephew. Oh, that's nice of him.
I mean, I was a big Kelly fan when he was at Ole Miss, so I don't know. I'd like to see what he's got.
Sure.
Well, I mean, what are they going to lose?
Yeah.
Well, more
screw it. Their season's over
well,
anyway.
Yeah, they were going to lose those regardless.
The faith of their fans.
Well, there's that.
What'd you guys think? So Goodell just got signed today, correct?
Yeah, again. Unfortunately,
5-year, $200 million. I heard
205. I think.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a bargain of a
and
deal.
I think they threw in some health care too.
Yeah,
maybe,
Did he get his lifetime private jet?
Yes, I heard he did.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
Oh, well,
Sweet baby Jesus.
You know what? I've been praying for him. I've been hoping that he'd be.
I've been praying.
I knew that he was starving.
I'm glad he's going to be able to eat now.
Yeah, right.
Sweet baby Jesus.
All the way to the bank.
I mean, I was going to send him the 4 packs of ramen that I have in my upper shelf, but I'm actually glad I don't have to.
So happy now.
Because now I have 4 packs of ramen that I can have for him.
John Elway would like to have some ramen.
Hey, ramen.
John Elway would like ramen with pork and 1 poached egg, please.
Now.
John Elway needs quarterback.
Man,
4 pieces of brown toast. Oh, God. What the hell is this podcast about?
I don't know. Well, it's one of Mitch's last show. Oh, it is last show. Sorry.
Why do you have to bring up sad stuff all the time?
That's depressing.
It's just like, hey, you guys having a good time? Hey, remember
when you guys aren't going to have as much fun?
Right. Remember when one of your friends is going to leave? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Pepper's Farm remembers. All right. Do you want to take a break and we'll go back? We'll come back with the NFL suspensions?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
It is the Beer Belly Sports Podcast on WBLZ, formerly from Fozzies Smoking Barbecue.
Next week.
The Carolina Panther, who was the first NFL rookie to pass for over 4,000 yards.
That's sports. We don't do sports.
Yeah, we don't do sports.
Yeah, can we have a...
No sports.
Yeah.
I've tried everything, and I just couldn't keep those extra 200 pounds off. It started to affect my marriage.
She was too big for me, and I'll sleep with anything.
The Abdometrix, the thiazides, the tummy stapling. I've had my mouth sewn up, my hands chopped off. You name it, I've tried it.
Yeah, except for exercising and eating right, Porky.
That's right, honey. Then I found the Dormatron. Using a new technology called biorhythmic subconscious gymnastics, the Dormatron exercises you while you sleep. Just strap in your arms and legs, put on the Dormatron headset, then wrap yourself in the special high-voltage electric blanket. Turn it on to 11 and burn those pounds away while you have a relaxing night's sleep. Now that I've lost 280 pounds, my husband's all mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise. Call Dormatron now at 1-800-SLEEP-OFF-LARD or visit www.sleepofflard.com and sleep your way to a thinner, happier you.
Find us on Twitter, BBS_podcast. More from Fozzie Smoking Barbecue after this.
This is Max from 4th and 20 Sports telling you to tune in between 10 and 11 on WBLZ Sports to hear AJ and I talk long shot opinions, give you our buzz of the week, and all the sports you want to hear. Catch us on WBLZ, where we've got balls.
Spoiler alert, everybody. This is one of the worst things that has ever happened in video game history. I cannot believe the ridiculousness and the waste of my life.
Get over it. I'm just saying, breaking records are breaking records.
I think that defense, after losing every single person on their secondary, after seeing we don't know what they're going to get with Jalen Smith, their D-line is questionable from suspensions.
I'd give you a round of applause if I could.
Beer Belly Sports at Fozzie's. Home of the best barbecue in Bemidji, probably northern Minnesota, southern Canada, and hell, it's pretty damn good. Here's Steve-O, Geoffrey, and Cainer.
Welcome back to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. My name's Steve-O. We've got Geffrey on the controls tonight.
It's a new board I'm trying to get used to.
You sounded like Satan for a second there.
Welcome back. And then we've got Cainer one last time here with us.
God, why are you bringing that up?
I know, I'm sorry. And new guy, James. How you doing?
Still doing
All
pretty
right,
good.
cool. So let's keep on going. We're talking about NFL suspensions, and we're gonna play. We're gonna play Roger Goodell.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So first off, I need to private jet myself somewhere.
I was just gonna say, start it up. Where's the jet at? Get that jet going.
Yeah, but I also was just signed for $205 million.
They have that money?
Yeah. So, I mean,
congrats.
They're gonna pay me eventually. They didn't say
IOUs.
Yeah. Well, you hold on to those.
Yeah,
so.
especially that one. That's a good one right
That's
there.
a good one right there. But let's talk about.
I mean, it's like, hello.
We're talking about leniency. Hey, look at you figuring out how to make the volume.
Well, it was had to be in this port instead of these two. So,
oops. Oh, that sounds way better.
Yeah, I know.
Man, you are a smart man.
I was getting pissed about it too
So
because I couldn't
proud.
figure it out.
Okay, so let's talk about leniency when it comes to suspensions and what do we think? Because there have been a couple of them this past week. I don't agree with one, but I do agree with another.
Okay.
We'll talk about the Gronkowski one. What do you think about that?
I believe that he should get more than one game.
Yeah.
For sure. I was actually very surprised because it's a Patriot. Goodell hates the Patriots. I was very surprised that he only gave him a one game. I thought of all the ones.
Do you think he hates the Patriots?
Yeah.
Like they've done quite well for his league.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They say there's a lot of tension. Like he wasn't not a fan of Tom Brady. Like
what?
Yeah. What? You haven't heard that?
Tom Brady's a dick.
He's also, probably
he's
one of these best
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
I know he's won the Super Bowl a lot, but I mean,
pretty good player. But
yeah, well, I mean,
he's also in your fantasy too, right?
No, I
He's
traded him.
He's on mine. And guess what? He hasn't
wonder
done shit.
I wonder why Steve thinks he's a dick.
Because he sucks. He's like leading the league in passing until he goes on my fantasy team, and then look at you like 12
Are you the
points.
reason to blame that he got me like no points last week?
Yes, you can blame me. That's fine. I don't care. Pass Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady.
But I did keep Martellus Bennett. Not to, and now guess who's on the IR now? The guy who said he wasn't injured and had to play through injury and stuff went over to the Patriots, played one game, and now he's on the IR.
That guy's got heart.
Okay,
he just fought through that injury, and now he just couldn't do it anymore.
I wish I had the guts.
Well, I mean,
of
if
Martellus Bennett.
he's gonna be on IR, he's gonna try and get a ring out of it.
Oh yeah,
There's that.
So
You still get paid when you're injured.
that's true.
So
How do you know?
Right. People have told me. I don't
I've
know.
I've watched.
I don't get paid
SportsCenter.
when I'm injured.
But let's talk about these.
Affleck does.
These suspensions, no free ads. Suspensions like Gronk's. I thought that his what?
Hold up. You gave out a free ad earlier today on your lovely show.
On what on what show?
For your mall.
Oh yeah, because they deserve it, and also they're like
They deserve an
500
ad?
miles away.
Okay.
So what are they like? Oh, you're gonna hop in your car? Well, Steve-O said that these
Steve.
guys had a really busy mall, and it's really inconvenient to go to it in the middle of December. So I better drive 8.5 hours to go to it. No one's gonna say that.
You're a big mall guy, huh?
No, I'm not.
No?
But back in college, when I'd only get like 3 days to do all of my shopping, I would go to the mall in my hometown, and I would go right at the end of the shopping season, and it was hell. And so I gave them a free plug on my radio show, so I apologize for being such a hypocrite. But I did say I don't give free ads, but I'll give a free ad to these guys. And it was the mall in my hometown. I'm not going to say it now. See?
What mall?
What mall is that called?
Exactly. Anyways, Gronk. Fuck that guy, right?
Yeah, what a dick.
I was actually pretty surprised too that George Iloka didn't get suspended. That was
from the Bengals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Like I don't know how Juju lost his appeal and George won his. Like that was the same game. Like I know Juju was taunting, but like
that Juju hit.
Yeah, that's clean.
What?
It's clean.
No, I saw your take on that. No chance.
There's
his helmet just straight like jaw.
I have one of my
helmet.
friends who's a ref, and
Yeah.
I asked him, I was like, "Is this a clean hit?" He said, "Yes."
You're
The taunting thing.
Your friend's a bad ref.
No, he's actually
unless
really
he's
good
trying to promote head-on-head contact.
No, he's a really good ref, and he's
oh shit! What do you think about that? Did you not see the slow mo?
I actually did not see that. Is it on his Facebook or what?
Because straight up, no, I'm talking about the hit itself. Like they showed, like I get it's a fast game, but I hate head-on-head stuff. That just drives me nuts. You're just asking for players to have 5-year, 2-year careers. Do you want that? I'd rather have players just hit them in the chest as hard as you can. I don't give a shit. But when it comes to your brain, I don't know.
It was a good crackback.
Crackback?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the hit. Yeah, no, that was not clean.
That was clean.
I don't
know.
know.
His head was turned and he speared him right in the chest. No, he didn't. I'm looking at it right now.
To me, it's clean.
I don't think so.
And that's
But I mean, look at that one, and then look at George Iloka's, and like, tell me why that one wasn't a suspension. Like,
I don't remember that one.
That was against Antonio Brown in the end zone.
What'd you think of Antonio Brown in the scrum afterwards, yelling, "It's karma! It's karma!"
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. I didn't listen to it, but I heard that.
I saw that. He was yelling.
Well, that happens. Also funny with Gronk getting suspended for 1 game. That dumbass appeals it.
Did he?
Yeah, he appealed it.
Yeah, he appealed it.
They appeal every
Why?
Well, he might as
Why?
well try to get off.
No,
like,
stupid.
He's lucky to get one.
Looked like he just fell. Ugh.
Well, when they're appealing it, then you can still get paid for like those days that you aren't technically suspended.
He has enough money,
right?
So
but
if
his agent doesn't.
Well, 1 game in the NFL for Gronk, how much money do you think that is?
I don't know. I guess we could
What's
look that up.
What's he making a year?
Lucky.
More than us.
I'm looking it up right now.
That was a hot take right there, Jeffrey.
That's a low price.
Yeah. This podcast, yes, it is.
Yes, it
it's
is.
free.
It is free.
But yeah, I don't know. The Gronk one, give him more. I think they should just crack down on all these guys. Like, I'm not trying to swing this in the whole NHL thing, but that's John Scott, who's now the head of player safety. He's been cracking down on all these guys. Anything that's not a hockey play, i.e. a slash, a cross-check, like stuff like that, anything with your stick, get it out of the game. And I say the same thing for the NFL. If it's a hit to the head, if it's something that like a fight, get it out of there. Like, this isn't... I know that sounds stupid because it's hockey, but
okay, I was going to ask you
fighting
about that
I
too.
just did the math. It's Gronkowski makes $250,000 a game.
Oh my god,
he doesn't need it. Who was a player who got charged with an assault charge
in the NHL?
Yeah, in the NHL.
Are we talking a couple years ago?
Yeah,
that was Todd Bertuzzi. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he came out of the penalty box and like stuck him at the end of his stick. And they gave him and they charged him with
the Todd Bertuzzi, the most famous one is I can't remember who the player was, but he hit one of Vancouver's top players the game before, and then so next time they played Colorado, it's I think Steve Moore.
Steve Moore, yeah.
Yes. So Steve Moore was skating down the ice. Todd Bertuzzi comes after him, grabs him, punches him in the back of the head.
Oh.
Without the puck was nowhere near.
Yeah.
Punches him in the back of the head, then drives Steve Moore into the ice and lands on top of him.
Here's
and
the thing.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I remember. I remember now.
And I'm pretty sure Steve Moore was in the hospital for the next month.
Yeah.
Like he had some spinal stuff going on.
It was
He's lucky
wicked.
he
gross.
can walk today.
I think he did a 30 for 30 on that.
So stuff like that, get it out. Obviously.
I agree.
And I think he got one of the highest suspensions
ever.
Well, didn't he get kicked out of the league?
Yeah, that's what it was. But he did play after that.
And Mitch, you should know about suspensions and penalty minutes because you had one of the most penalty minutes in BSU history.
I wouldn't say most.
Pretty close.
I had a few though. I deserved a few, and some of them I wouldn't say so. Refs. How refs are.
Yeah, I know refs.
But
refs suck.
Yeah. Especially when they're sissy with their calls, right?
Right. Yeah, we got into this on a different one of my talk shows that I was on, and
humble brag.
Yeah,
right.
humble brag over there.
I talk a lot, and but this
you heard me talk about mine.
This ref, yeah, because yours. Whatever. I'm not talking. You talk about yours all the time. I don't need to talk about yours.
I got to make an announcement today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make an announcement, guys. It's going to be huge. Shut up.
Now he's on his game.
There we go. He's back. Producer Geoffrey back on the hot keys. Hot keys.
The what?
The hot keys. There we go.
I thought you said hot
The hot buttons.
Yeah.
Hot teats? Whoa.
Sorry. But I was just thinking about this technical foul that the BSU women's basketball coach got, and instead of like getting into it, the ref, like what a ref should look like Tina,
really emotional
in your face,
just like that guy the ref did on LeBron James.
Yeah.
He was fired up. Did you see the quote afterwards? You continue.
Okay. And so this ref tees up the coach, and instead of like using a whole hand to signal a technical foul, he uses his 2 index fingers and he makes a T.
So, do you think that's his signature, or did he just mess up?
It's got to be a signature.
You think so?
I want to find out who it is.
Known for having the most wimpy technical foul calls. And what's really funny is the reason why she got teed up is because she threw her stat sheet behind her chair, which she does every single time she has it. And like she wasn't even mad at the ref. She just threw her notebook down, and it made a loud noise, and it scared the ref.
Poor Chelsea.
Well, at least she didn't throw an air punch at the ref like LeBron did.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a chair.
Threw an air punch and then spoke vulgarity for a couple seconds.
True.
I think that's what he said.
Man,
he wasn't throwing. He was like, like when people get mad, they swing their fist like, damn it. And so he did that, and then as he was walking towards the ref, so that's throwing an air punch.
Wow.
Watch out for those air punches.
Yeah, fine him $10 million and donate it to the Steve Pappas is really poor and would like $10 million fund.
How to throw a technical fund.
It's tax deductible.
Don't worry about it.
It's a GoFundMe, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to start one?
We should start a GoFundMe.
All technicals and suspensions.
You should do a video of you showing how to throw proper technicals.
Just keep
that would be
the proper way to call strike 3, throw a technical foul, and eject a player from a game.
Or like a penalty shot in the NHL.
Oh yeah, what's that look like?
So it's like you stand there for a sec, and then you point to center ice really aggressively.
Nice, I like that.
There you go.
Hey, by the way,
do you like spin?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Is
it
it
depends
like
on
a
where you
90
are.
degree turn?
You always just point toward the center ice. Yeah, so you could do that one, or there's like the goal call at center ice.
I do like that one.
That is a good
that
one.
Yeah,
because the refs nowadays they have the mics.
Yep.
So after they watch a replay, they stand at center ice, and Wes Macaulay, who's really good at it, he puts so much into it, and
a lot of time in front of the mirror.
he stands there, adds a little bit of dramatic effect, and then hits his mic. No goal! And just gets into it.
Yes, I think that we definitely need to do
I do have a ref shirt, so we should probably do that.
Oh, perfect. I got one.
You come at me, and I'll be scared.
How not to?
Yeah, you gotta do the 2 fingers to bang.
I watch a lot of pro wrestling, and one of my favorite things is when they kick the people who are out at ringside from out of ringside and tell them they have to go back, because it's the most dramatic thing in all of sports entertainment.
I should watch that.
And they the people that get kicked out are just baffled.
Like you're talking fans?
No, like other wrestlers.
Other wrestlers.
Okay,
And they're like, what did I do? All I did was hit this guy with a chair and then throw him under the ring. Whoa.
It's just a chair, man.
Come on, man.
I just hit him with a belt.
And
What's wrong?
But for the first time in their lives, they follow what the ref is saying and they leave, and then something dramatic happens in the ring, and
it's over.
It's just my favorite thing.
The thing I love about sports,
the roll up pin, it's over.
The thing I love about sports too is if it's a bad call, a player will always argue. But you're never winning that argument. I would just love it once if a ref was like, you know what, you're right.
Oh yeah,
and then
you made a very good point.
And then the player goes, really? Ref goes, you're out. Hell no.
You're all out of here.
That would be really, really funny. So anyways, that's why we think Rob Gronkowski should have more than 1 game suspension. All right. Let's take a break, and when we return, what are we going to play?
Hit the Post.
Plus, we've got Mitch's Hockey Minute, and Bemidji Misconnections here in the Beer Belly Sports Podcast on WBLZ. We'll be back at Fozzie's next week.
I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Hanging on the promises and songs of yesterday.
Clean, cool chill of the holiday air. And an asshole in his bathrobe emptying a chemical toilet into my sewer.
Shitter was full!
Ah, yeah. You checked our shitters, honey?
Clark.
All three were made out of clay. Yeah, they're just like a dreidel. It's Beer Belly Sports on WBLZ.
How do you like to enjoy a Rusty Brown's ring donut?
I like to lick lovingly around the outside and then thrust my tongue in the middle.
I like to munch it vigorously.
I just love the batter all over my face.
On Friday nights, I just can't stop eating Rusty Brown's ring donuts.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Sometimes I like to wear women's panties and walk around 5th Street.
When you go downtown, make sure you enjoy Rusty Brown's ring donuts.
One of the best podcasts in the world. Kind of. It's just another half-ass Beer Belly Sports Show. Beer Belly Sports Show, get it while it's hot. Beer Belly Sports Show, well, it's kind of not. Beer Belly Sports Show, I'm making this up. Beer Belly Sports Show, and song ends now.
I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. Believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without?
Welcome back to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. It is time for us to
hit the post.
All right, so what we're trying to do is we'll tap dance over the intro of a song, and we need to say all the information as provided to us by our faithful companion, Mitch Cain, before the post is hit. The person that is able to do that the most is the winner. Geoffrey, can you go through our scores real quick? Because I love this part.
I don't. I am 7, 18, and 2.
Boo.
So, and Steve is 18, 8, and 2.
Yeah.
Struthers is 1 and 0. He'll come back one of these days. And
first time.
And by the way, Steve's on a
We'll see if we
he's
have
on a
time.
1-game winning streak.
Yeah.
So
I don't even remember the last game we played.
A couple weeks ago.
It's been a while.
Was there no
Probably
game
was a
last
month.
week?
There wasn't a game last week.
What did we
'cause you
do
weren't
last
there.
week?
Remember?
Oh, we did our interview with PJ Fleck. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was awful.
I don't think he's ever going to come back.
I don't think so either. He was an awful interview.
He was pretty bad.
That guy he didn't have any answers. He was like
pretty slow.
You'd ask him something and he'd be like, "You ski you might go Gophers."
What?
Row the boat.
What was that? What does he say?
Ski you ma?
Sky Yuma.
Sky Yuma? Skibbity.
I don't know. Look, we got into it last week and I still don't
Sounds
understand
like
what he's saying.
Ned Flanders there.
I did Leo there, neighbor, you know.
All right.
So, who's going first? Flip of the coin. It is
Geoffrey.
All right.
Okay, Geoffrey. So,
this game is also great because it shows how great of a geographer that
Mitch is.
That Cain is.
I was thinking about this earlier, but I
look things up.
prepare.
We
No,
have a
I
map.
didn't.
We have a map in the other room. If you want me to bring it in for you,
You should just shout cities to me. You know what, Geoffrey?
why don't we have new guy come up with the city for us?
Mr. Ryan, where's somewhere in the North America that you would?
I'll narrow it down. How about
Yes.
one of the 5 continents?
We'll do Seattle with that.
I was just gonna say that, literally, because I was gonna connect it with little
Literally.
NHL for later.
Literally.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so you're from Seattle,
Okay,
and
Seattle.
your station is the Soundgarden.
Oh,
That's a
man.
band.
No, that's your station.
Okay.
makes
Seattle,
me
the
sad.
Soundgarden.
The Soundgarden. 'Cause
Soundgarden.
It's where we
Are you
it's
gonna
where our
play?
hits blossom.
Okay, so it's soft rock, pretty much.
What?
No, it's actually country. Your song is "Gone Like a Freight Train" by Montgomery Gentry.
Yep. Seattle.
I see. You remember how you said that one of these days we should do country?
Yeah.
I listened.
Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
I think that means I'm screwed.
Probably.
They're not all country.
Thank God.
Seattle, the Soundgarden, Montgomery Gentry, Runaway Freight Train.
Gone like a freight.
Gone
train.
like a freight train.
See, you'll notice a pattern with
Runaway
these songs.
train never coming back.
These songs all have a theme. So, listen.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Oops. Jesus Christ. Welcome back to Seattle. This is the Soundgarden. Here is Montgomery Gentry with one of the big hits, Gone But Not Forgotten, Gone Like a Freight Train, here in Seattle. Beautiful, windy, rainy, Montgomery Gentry, Gone Like a Freight Train.
This ain't no temporary.
Oh, you did it.
Well done.
Well done.
Well time.
One of their guys died. Died in an airplane crash.
God, that had a 2 thing that had people dying in 2017.
Yeah.
Brutal.
What do you mean? What?
Montgomery Gentry guy died in a helicopter crash, and then Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. Man.
Oh, damn.
Why are you so mean?
Why are you so
Tough times.
Rough.
Gone But Not Forgotten?
Yes.
Troy is his name. Okay, go on.
Where are we from?
Grafton, North Dakota.
Oh, there
Grafton,
you go.
North Dakota.
I don't think they have a radio station, but okay.
Oh, no, they do.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah.
And
100,000 watts.
What's the
Thousand
mascot?
stick in the mud.
The mascot.
That's a good question.
The Grafton Gravy.
Beers?
Okay.
The gravy.
Grafton
Our
gravy.
hits are smooth. And this is it's a rock station.
All right, cool.
And your song is "Get Me Out of Here."
Get me out of here.
By Jet.
Jet.
Grafton.
Yeah.
The gravy. Let's hit
Jet, get me out of here. Here we go, folks. Let's go. We are the gravy of Grafton, which means we are just the shit cover and over the shit cover. Jet may want to get us out of here, but so do I. Let's keep on rocking here on the gravy with Jet. It's the gravy. Covering you all with our hits, all hot and sticky. Get me out of here, Jet. I've been tap dancing enough. Oh, no. Close.
Close.
No.
That's a tough one. It sneaks up.
It does.
Little bit too much on the toes.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's good.
Good try. Good try.
Good effort.
Well, valiant effort.
I had no idea what the song was either, so I was like, good song now.
It is a good tune.
All right. Well, this is the last time that we're ever going to have Mitch Cain on our podcast. So, and you've never once played one of our games.
Not really, no.
We are going to play Hit the Post with Mitch Cain.
Oh my God, it's been a long time coming.
It has. We've been building these up.
Expectations are
sky high.
Oh God.
I think Mitch did one at one time. I think one of our first ones.
It was not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just.
Where's Mitch from?
Moines.
I've got it. He's from Miami.
Oh,
And
yeah,
and his mascot is going to be the migrating geese.
I was gonna say the loon.
Ooh,
migrating,
or like the Canadian goose. How about that?
the Canadian goose.
Yeah, goose.
It's
In Miami?
It's a snowbird station.
Yeah.
It's from Canadians who went down to Miami.
Yeah,
strictly.
We know that.
It's a very, very specifically oriented, rock station?
Yeah, we'll go retro station.
Okay.
All right.
Classic hit station.
Yeah.
What's my song?
It is You Get What You Give from the New Rascals.
From who?
From the New Rascals.
Isn't it the New Radicals?
Radicals. Yeah, Radicals.
There we go. New
Sorry.
Radicals.
Yeah, my bad. I spelled it wrong.
Get what you
The
give.
Little Radicals.
We are what you call dumb.
New Radicals, Miami, and we'll just call it the Snowbird because that's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
You got this?
What's it called?
You get what you give.
You get what you give.
Yeah, see, it's tough, isn't it?
This is hard.
All right.
I'm so nervous.
Nervousness.
Ready?
Sure. Hello, Miami. It's a hot one out there today. You know, this is the Canadian radio station down in Miami. we got some good tunes here for you. New Radicals. You get what you give. It's a scorcher. Let's bring some heat. You know, I was checking out the mall today. We got some deals out there. But you know where some good deals are? On this station. This is a hit. Let's go. I'm just kidding, but we're going to keep on riding, rocking it into 2017. This is The Loon in Miami. Oh, damn it. God damn it.
It was a snowbird.
Oh.
That's good, though.
I almost had it.
I almost had it. It's
Hey,
tough,
you
man.
guys.
That was a hard one.
It is tricky when he goes the 1, 2.
I knew it.
3, go. Yeah. I know it throws you off.
And I know the
was a good
feeling.
try.
Now you do that to You do that to us all the time.
That was a good tune.
Yeah.
I liked it. This was fun. It was fun. Good thing I got another try, right?
Right? Yep, you do.
Nice.
Oh, nice grab, by the way. Jesus, showing off
play
your
defense,
athleticism.
though, right?
Huh?
Like a cat.
Like a kitty cat.
Okay, well, this is funny. Gaffrey?
Yes?
Where are you from?
Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, Mobile, Alabama.
Boy,
Boy,
I can't wait till I hear this accent.
The cousin. There you go.
Well played.
Okay, so Mobile, Alabama, and your station's cousin. Your song is Miami by Will Smith.
Oh,
welcome to Miami.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good tune. I don't know how it starts out.
I had Will.
Ready?
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm sure.
Here we go.
Mobile, Alabama, the cousin. Will Smith.
Miami.
Got it.
Done. Maybe.
You should turn the volume on.
I do. Ooh, here's a good jammer. All the way down from Mobile, Alabama. There's Will Smith with Little Miami. Miami's not very far away from here. They're dealing with some hot heat over there. One of my friends, Mr. Mitch Cain, is dealing with the interesting snow geese over there. Here's Miami.
No.
Yeah. I don't think I understand cousins either. I was trying to guess like when that was.
That was tough because he was literally singing from like the beginning too. So you're like, that's hype man.
Yeah, that's hype man. We have strict rules. Hype man don't count.
Yeah.
And that's that bullshit. Will Smith. I'm a rapper, so listen up, hey folks.
Listen here, if you would, please. We're checking out this new hit.
Please, this beat is dope.
It's wickety 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 whack.
Right. Okay, so good try.
Yeah.
Steve?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I don't know.
San Diego, and you're going to be the Charger.
Ooh, so original.
R.I.P. in peace.
Yeah.
Okay.
San Diego.
And you are a
whale's
Christmas
vagina.
station because your song is "Let It Snow" by Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
Wow. All of
fun.
your songs had a theme except for this one, right?
Well, it's almost Christmas, right? Hey, at least I got it prepared, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I thought first when you were
Someone
talking
had
about
to be prepared.
transportation because that's what it kind of felt like.
Well, I did, and then I was like, "This one's too good to not put on there." So,
Okay, Michael Bublé.
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 Okay.
Of course, he goes booby.
I like boobies.
Here we go.
Well, folks, it's been a snowy, snowy afternoon here in San Diego. The Charger has lifted its wings, and it's time for us to enjoy the finer things. Pour yourself a nice glass of white wine and let it snow with Michael Bublé here on The Charger.
Damn.
Wow.
Was that good?
Incredible.
That's a point for Steve-O. Sucky.
We tied.
Tied at 1.
That's like Hall of Fame shit right there.
Right, I know.
Damn, this
Damn.
guy's bringing it. How can I go after that? Like,
Well, you're gonna
I'm
have
so
to.
Have
fucked.
to.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, better chug that beer first.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Voice
Isn't
of an
that-
angel, that guy, though.
Garth Brooks is better.
Ooh.
That's why I was quarterback.
Because you catch things?
Don't go there.
Third
Let's
string.
not go there.
Third string needed to catch his.
Hey, if I
catch
would
the
have been
water
in,
bottle.
we would have won state. Coach would have put me in.
I lost my helmet. Couldn't get in.
I would say you could throw it over that mountain, but he's from South Dakota, and there ain't no mountains over
Well,
there.
there's that.
Okay, where am I from?
Boise.
Boise.
Yeah, and you're
Boise.
going to be the Spud.
The Spud.
Ooh.
The Spud. What kind of radio station am I?
You are a hard rock station.
Ooh. There you go. Get that gravel in your voice.
All right, you ready?
Yup.
This is Chevelle.
Okay.
The clincher.
What?
Ooh, this is going to be a quick one.
Chevelle, the clincher.
Oh,
Boise, Spud,
Spud.
Chevelle, clincher.
Chevelle clincher.
Ready?
Sure. Hey, Spudlets, let's get ready to rock. We got some bangers coming up on this hard rock station here in Boise. This is the Spud, Chevelle, the clincher. Psyched. We just keep on going. It doesn't matter because the clincher's here and the clincher's nowhere to fear.
I do want to give you credit though because that's like an actual rock ramp right there, just stopping right when it goes. That was awesome.
I thought the first
but
I thought that was it.
That's not the rules.
Yeah, it's okay. At least I tried.
Well, at least you're 1-1, aren't you? No,
Maybe.
the first one was garbage.
No, it was no good. You know what? I should give you guys props because it's not as easy as it sounds.
Thank you.
About time you
Well,
recognize.
Jeffrey, I'm not talking to you.
Anyways, we are
I'm
tied.
talking about Mr. Ryan over here. I'm
Yep.
thinking up these great locations because I suck.
Who'd have thought that anyone would actually be able to figure out like where cities are in this country?
Mobile? I didn't even know that was a place.
I thought that was just that's what like British people call cars. I thought, or their cell phones. I don't even know.
Mitch, I was going to give you a town and the station. I was going to go Thunder Bay, Ontario,
Yeah.
the Muskie.
Ooh,
That would have been mine.
that would have been right up my alley.
I know. That was just me, though. Anyways.
So that's it, guys.
We tied? We're not going to do another one?
Well, like I could just like find one here.
We done that
randomly.
before, and it never works out too well.
Should we go for
A
one?
sudden death one?
Well, are you guys tied?
We are.
Yeah, we are tied at one.
I can find one here. You guys just talk for a little bit.
Talk amongst ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Steve.
Okay, so what's up, man?
As we kill some time, and of course I'm going to do some editing later. And
Yeah, you know, I actually listened to your other talk show on this, and I'm kind of offended that by your use of the soundboard. I thought that was our thing, and then you just go on this other freaking talk show. And you're using a
by the way, his
soundboard.
soundboard is not mine.
Ugh.
My soundboard is way better than his.
It's yeah, I know, I could tell.
And I'm not on top of it lately.
He really takes his time. Jesus, takes his time with asking questions.
I know.
And
we did play a game called what was it called?
Let's just try this, and
Okay.
if
So
it
it goes?
if it works, then we'll play it, keep it, and if it doesn't, then we'll cut it out.
So I'm next. So who knows? It'd be a 3-second. It could be 20 seconds.
These usually go well, right?
Usually.
No.
Okay, where's Gaffrey from?
Louisiana.
Okay.
That's a state.
Oh, fine. New Orleans. We'll do New Orleans. We'll get more specific. New Orleans.
New Orleans.
And you're going to be the flood.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Insensitive much.
Shoot
Shoot out.
Okay, sorry.
Go
Your
Leafs.
song. Yeah, Leafs win.
Yes.
Okay. Your song is "Hero" by Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, be our hero.
You ready?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying.
New Orleans. The Flood.
The Flood.
Hero.
Enrique Iglesias.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Welcome back to the Flood.
Let me be your hero.
Yes, let me be your hero. You hear it on the airways right now. It is Ricky Iglesias with Hero, New Orleans.
Would you dance if I asked you to dance?
No guy.
No, I didn't think so.
Would you run?
Would
you cry?
Everyone's singing.
If you saw me cry,
You've done this before.
would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touched your lips?
Oh, lips.
Would you laugh? Oh, please
Tell me this.
Now would you die?
the love you love.
Nice.
Hold me in your arms tonight. Here you go, Mitch. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. All right.
We do that sometimes.
Beer Belly Sports Karaoke. It's a fun time.
Third edition.
So, do I?
Go ahead, Steve's turn.
Steve, you'll get one here. Let's do.
I can't believe that's on your iTunes library, though.
Oh,
Nerd.
This is. I brought the jump drive or the extended hard drive,
dump
so we
drives?
got all the hits. I
Oh,
probably should have been
there it is.
researching while I was listening to that song.
Yeah, but we were singing, so
Yeah.
There's that.
Okay, how about this one, Steve? Where are you from?
We could do St. Paul, and then we'll make the station the playoffs.
Can I be from West St. Paul?
You could.
From
I'll leave that up
West
to
St.
you.
Paul?
I'll leave that up to
South
you.
St. Paul, home of the Packers.
I'm going to go West St. Paul.
Okay, sure.
The playoff? Wow.
Come on.
Okay.
You're the nerd now.
Yeah,
You
why?
gotta think of this stuff.
It's not as easy. Hey, it's tough.
I'll
man.
be the playoff. We never win, but we always come in like fourth or something.
And your song is "I Just Want to Make Love to You" by Foghat.
Oh, I Just Want to Make Love to You by Foghat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
This takes time.
Here we go, folks. Welcome back to the fourth-rated station in our classic hits in West St. Paul. In West St. Paul, we're the playoff. Not doing well again, but Foghat always keeps us rocking way back from 1989. The best of is when this was released, but hey, who cares when it was? It's I forgot what the name of the song was. I Want to Make Love to You here on the playoff. Foghat. Usually it's not very foggy around here. We're ways away from the river, but hey, let's make some love here. That's why we're not the best. We're not the second best. Not even the third best. We're the fourth best. We're the playoff in West St. Paul. Come on now, folks. Let's go. Here we go. Yeah. I want to. Yeah. I'll just make up my own words right now. Hey, lady, what do you want to do? I don't think that was close.
It's close.
No.
They can't give that to
That's
you.
fine. Whatever.
All right, new one.
Let's just keep this going. I kind of like
Yeah,
it.
randomizer.
Yeah. Geoffrey,
Yes.
you are from Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
And your station is the...
Christmas tree?
Well, I'm trying to play off of Thunder, so I was going to say The Rain.
The Rain.
And your song is The Pretender by Foo Fighters.
Oh, okay. The Pretender, Foo Fighters, The Rain, Thunder Bay.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Thunder Bay. It's home of the rain. Here's the Pretenders. It is Foo Fighters. Yeah, it's not really raining outside. No, it's pretty cold outside. Oh, wow, that thing kicked in quick. I would just shut up. I would have been fine.
You could have said a lot less.
Sorry, I suck.
Good try. Good try. It's a tough one. Steve's was about 40 seconds.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it's a long one. So, keep going?
Yeah, we're still tied.
Yeah, might as well. Okay.
It's sudden death, so whoever wins.
Yeah, correct. Okay, let's see.
Ooh, that hurt.
Let's do...
Pear just got whacked right in the neck.
Okay, Steve. You
Yes.
are from...
Oregon?
Oregon?
What part?
Connecticut is a state.
Well, I mean, all right.
Portland?
Yeah, we'll do
Eugene?
Portland.
Portland. Oh, fucking hippies. Dirty over there. All right.
Saving that one. No.
And your station is...
The Pond.
Okay.
Pond.
Okay. And your song is Freedom by George Michael.
Ah, nice.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
do it.
Here we go, folks. This man may have been caught jerking off in a public restroom, but hey, George Michael, rest in peace. What?
Progressive.
Yeah, a little progressive. That's right. We got people in the studio. Whatever. Fuck off, George Michael.
That's it. Oh, damn. I thought it was much longer than that.
No, it's
Oh,
like
God.
5 seconds.
Shit. Okay, we'll try again. Does Slide have a short one? By Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, what about this one? No. This is hard.
Can I just take a quick pause and say, I don't know what's going on our Facebook page. Do you see this stuff?
No, what is it?
It's kind of crazy.
I got
We
tons
probably
of notifications.
shouldn't talk about it on the air.
Okay, I got one.
But,
I got one.
Yeah, let's just go back to this.
Now, Geffrey,
Yes?
where are you from?
We'll do Houston.
That's a city.
Please don't say the flood or the hurricane.
I was gonna go with Heat, but if you think one of those two is
No,
better,
no. Heat
No.
is.
That's safe.
It's good.
Geffrey, your song is Paradise City by Guns N'
All right.
Roses.
Oh, this is a good one.
All right, so the Houston
Heat.
Houston, the Heat,
Paradise
City, Guns N' Roses. Okay. Hello, some Guns N' Roses here with Paradise City live in Houston, Texas. This is the Heat. We're keeping it hot, just like those hot takes you hear every single day with the morning show. Little GNR. Love this song right here.
Did he say Paradise City? I didn't hear him.
I
He
did
said
at the
it
beginning.
right away.
So
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Winner!
Okay. Wow. Well, so far I get a rebuttal.
No,
Yeah.
sudden death.
It was sudden death.
No, we'll give him a rebound.
This is like the NFL. We each get to judge the ball.
We have done that already.
This is like the Super Bowl of hitting posts.
It is.
It's true. Okay, I'll give you
This
that.
is like the final Starcade,
Aww.
right? Because we're never going to be able to do this again.
Aww. I missed Arcade. That was a good episode.
I know.
Good shows. I do watch WCW like classic,
WCW.
like classic ones on like YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, those are good shows.
Remember when there was a competing faction against WWE?
Yeah, one time
Yeah, I
in the
remember.
'90s,
Yeah.
and then it failed.
Mhm.
I mean, it did pretty good for a while.
It did.
NWO did really well until they went to the whole NWO versus WCW, and
And then they just took over WCW and ruined it. Why are we
Yeah.
talking about this?
I don't know because Mitch is still trying to find a damn song.
NWO was the death of WCW.
Yeah, it's like a Vince McMahon wanted the same thing too at one time.
Yeah, they did do the NWO, but they didn't.
Did
let
not
it
work
kill
out too
them.
well.
No, it did not.
And Stone Cold should not.
Remember the invasion? That was awful.
I like the invasion.
Really?
I like the beginning of it, how it started.
The beginning was good.
Then I don't like how Stone Cold had to face Scott Hall in WrestleMania.
Yeah,
that shouldn't happen.
No,
it should have been like a Goldberg or because Goldberg's still there. Was
well, Goldberg wasn't around until like 2 years later.
oh okay.
And then he was like, "I don't really like wrestling," and Brock Lesnar was like, "I also don't really like wrestling." So
It's
we're
like
just
getting
gonna
paid.
we're gonna have the worst WrestleMania match of all time.
Okay, I think I might have one.
Okay.
Anyways, back to the
Back to the show. Ready?
Your song is "Behind Blue Eyes" by Limp Bizkit.
That's a great song.
Great cover.
Yeah.
we had
and I
Go
think we might have had the original.
Okay, where am I from?
Yep,
Baltimore,
Baltimore.
Okay. Been there already.
and it's the Flock.
Okay.
What are these? A flock of these. Do it to my kids all the time. They don't. They're like,
Great visual
stupid.
for the listeners.
Yeah,
You
glad we
guys.
could paint a picture with that.
Shut up.
Here we go.
There we go. All right, folks. Well, you know, the early 2000s, pretty sweet, right? We all like FUBU jeans. I love those things. And anyways, Limp Bizkit's here covering the Who. Exactly. It's Behind Blue Eyes on the Flock out of Baltimore.
This guy's good.
Tied again.
This guy's good.
Damn.
We just guess we got to keep it going. So
Yeah.
good job.
We're totally not going to make under an hour, by the way.
No, we are well over an hour right now.
Let me see. I want to see where we're even at. We are saying an hour 13. We still have a couple more segments left.
Nice. We still have a hockey minute. You know what, Jeffrey?
You're gonna concede?
I'm not gonna concede.
I didn't
I'm
think
just
so.
I'm gonna make a proposition. This is the final one, and I think we should just call it a tie. Because then there's no hard feelings. We'll have to make a new game. I know, but what do you think?
That's like a.
Unless you want to.
I want to keep going.
Okay, fine.
If Mitch wants to keep going,
Sure,
fine.
If you really want to lose, that's fine. That's
your
fine.
song is "This Love" by Maroon 5, and you are in
Seattle.
We just did Seattle already.
That's right. Okay, fine. All right.
Come on, nerd.
There are 50 states.
But like only
with
a few of them
multiple
are like,
cities.
cool.
It doesn't matter. You can name any city in any state.
James just went heel on the entire United States of America. Kill him.
All right. So we'll do.
Jamestown, North Dakota.
There you go.
There you go. Jamestown, North Dakota.
What an awful place.
"This Love" by Maroon 5. Ready?
This Love, Maroon 5.
Jamestown, the junkie.
The junkie.
Sure, why not?
Makes sense.
Jamestown. It does make sense.
You probably won't say it, but it's okay.
Ouch. Welcome to Jamestown. Jamestown, the home of the junkies. Tap your wrist here. Get those junkies rolling. Here's Maroon 5 with "This Love" from Maroon 5. Only on the junkie. Jamestown, North Dakota.
That was a goddamn layup. That was one of the easiest ones I've ever heard. Oh my god!
Tap the wrist, though.
Yeah,
huh?
just tap it in.
Tapping the wrist.
You don't mind if anyone sees.
So,
remember, I
good
did
job.
say a play-by-play with a floppy dick. I think.
Yeah, that was
really weird. Let's not.
I was a little intoxicated.
Let's not get down that road again.
Okay. Well,
my dad is proud of me.
Steve, don't mess this up.
I'll try not to.
How about Matchbox 20? "She's So Mean."
Oh,
I actually like the song a lot.
I hope so.
And your station is in
New Haven, Connecticut.
New Haven.
We're gonna go with the Pound.
The Pound. The Pound Town. What's it? She's So Mean?
She's So Mean.
Matchbox 20.
You can probably just look if you want.
Okay.
What? Ready? Let's do it.
New Haven's home for 2010's hit. We're talking about the Pound. Pound. Easy for me to say.
It's over!
Yeah!
It's over!
It's over! Starter!
I'm so disappointed in myself. I've disappointed my friends. I've most importantly disappointed my family.
You put in a good fight.
I did.
I would give you the style award as far as how you did what you did, but Geffrey was just consistent.
Wins a win.
Yeah, wins a win.
All right. Well, I'm going to go wash some shame off of myself, and we're going to take a break. We'll come back with the Hockey Minute, take another break. Then we got Bemidji Misconnections coming up on the Beer Belly Sports Podcast here on WBLZ.
She's like a one-way ticket 'cause you can't come back. Say, yeah, you want her, but she's so mean. You never let her go. Why don't you let her go? Yeah, you want her, but she's so mean.
You drunk? No. But this ought to do it. I would fire you if you weren't so goddamn beautiful out there. You smell like urine.
The semi-pro of sports radio, Beer Belly Sports. Did you know that Fozzies has their own app? Check it out right now. Also, listen to Beer Belly Sports on the app and its website, FozziesBBQ.com.
I am your damn guide, Arnie. Now, I'm about to take you through a fully functioning power plant. So please, no one wander off the damn tour. And please take all the damn pictures you want. Now, are there any damn questions?
Yeah, we're gonna get some damn bait.
I heard on the news that an airline pilot spotted Santa's sled on its way in from New York. You serious, Clark?
So, there was that. Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
welcome back to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. It is time for our final Mitch's Hockey Minute.
No.
So, you guys will probably never talk about hockey ever again.
No, that's not true.
We just won't have you talking about it for a minute.
I gotta find it.
It'll probably be... Remember when we used to talk about hockey?
Oh, yeah. I'll still be a lifelong Leafs fan.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, yeah. I have to. I pledged my allegiance.
Go Sharks.
You're a Leafsons. That's not right.
My Leafsons.
I tried.
That's perfect. Anyways, you've got your hockey minute ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oops.
Where's that music at?
I'm getting there. I hit the wrong button.
Classic case. Okay. So, all news NHL here. The Seattle City Council, Seattle has approved a $600 million renovation of Key Arena on Monday.
What?
Paving the way for a potential
Kia?
NHL or NBA franchise.
Bring back the Supersonics.
Possibly.
Nice.
So there's a name for the Sonics. My next point, what are they going to name the NHL team?
The Supersonics.
Metropolitans.
So they did...
The Senators.
So this was
Al Franken,
the local newspaper in Seattle, and they put out a poll that 1,600 people voted on.
Good number.
The names were the Totems, the Metropolitans,
Metropolitans? Close enough.
That's
Metropolitans?
hard to... Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
what I
God.
say.
I'm so
You
stupid.
sound like me.
I'm so stupid.
Live reads are horrible.
And then we also have the Thunderbirds and the Silvertips.
Wow.
Aren't there-
Those are all awful names.
Yeah, those,
Hey, well, aren't there already a Thunderbirds already for like the Canada
That's
team?
the WHL, the
Okay.
Seattle Thunderbirds.
Okay,
yes,
so why
there
would
is-
you... Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Fighting
God, I
Sioux,
hate
bring them back.
Seattle.
So what would you guys name the team?
Easy. Supersonics.
Both teams.
Yes.
NBA and NHL.
Yes.
One's called Super, one's called Sonics.
No, both are called the
Super
Supersonics. And
Keep
both
it unison.
have green and yellow jerseys. And Sean Kemp is on both.
Go on. Make it skate.
I personally like I saw this floating out there. It was the Rain, because and you could spell it like REIGN.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of not bad. There's also a couple others floating out there, like the Evergreens. We also have the Sea Gunners. We have the Sockeyes, the Seattle Socialists.
Makes sense.
I like that.
The Seattle Cascades. And
I'm gonna go.
Why not the Grunge?
I'm gonna go with the.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna go with the
That's pretty
Beavers.
The Beavers. They got some beeves out there.
Yeah.
I got trees.
That's true.
Like us.
That need to be chomped down.
The Beavers.
Beavers need to trim their teeth, otherwise they'll go into their brain and they'll die.
Fun
True.
fact.
Fun
Biology. There you go.
Damn, Steve.
Jeez. Okay.
Impressive.
Well, go on with your hockey.
I
minute.
shall continue. Moving on to hockey news. The IOC of the...
What?
The IOC, I can't remember what it stands for.
Isn't that like International Olympic Committee?
Yes, thank you. It's along the lines of the Olympics.
Nerd.
And they ruled that the Russian athletes will have to compete as neutrals at the Pyeongchang Games in February. Some points I have here. Potential jerseys. So these Russian athletes, they will actually compete as OAR. That will be their country, OAR.
Of a revolution?
Actually, Olympians of... No,
Look.
I screwed this up again.
Okay.
Shock.
Olympic athletes of Russia.
Oh.
That's what they would be known
Okay.
as.
I
So,
gotcha.
potential opportunity to buy some interesting jerseys. So, look forward to
Nike.
that.
I look forward to seeing the band OAR capitalizing on this.
OAR.
Putin also stated that he will allow the Russian athletes to compete.
Well, that is very gracious. of
Yeah.
you.
so
Thank you,
thank you,
Putin. Thank you very much, Putin.
Moving on, we have, since today's Wednesday, but this won't be posted on a Wednesday, but what the hell? It's my last podcast.
Well, what about?
The Wednesday winners of the NHL. We have the Winnipeg Jets, who are now tied
Jets,
for
Jets,
first
Jets.
in the NHL. This is due to steady
Goddamn
goaltending
Jets.
by young goaltender Cainer Hellebuck, who
Who?
seems to have found his game over the past couple years. And also, in the past month, Scheifele and Wheeler, who are two studs on Winnipeg, have 19 points in the last 15 games. So if Winnipeg Jets look to continue their success, it'll be on the shoulders of those two gentlemen. Our Wednesday Wieners.
Wieners. I like wieners.
We know
this award goes to the Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres currently their power play has 11.2 successful success rate on the power play.
What?
That was I just sorry.
Are you drunk?
No, but this should do it.
The Sabres are 11. Their power play is 11.2, and they're currently last in the NHL in power play.
Wow.
Coming from last year, they were first in the NHL in power play. So it seems like they've lost that.
Well, they must have been reading the good book. You know, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last.
There you
Wow.
go.
Yeah.
Well spoken. And
I didn't write it.
also some shaky goaltending from Robin Leonard, who is the starting goaltender for the Sabres. So if they're going to try to get back on track, they got to get that power play going, and their goaltending needs to find some stability.
Your puck's deep.
So there you go. That was a shaky as hell Mitch's hockey minute.
It's
There
not
you
your.
go.
It's not your
Not my
worst. It's not your best.
I tried.
It's
It was
okay.
mediocre.
This is what happens when we have our hour and a half long podcast and we continue to drink beer throughout.
Yeah,
that's what
that happens.
But it was pretty good.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to take our final break for this evening, and when we return, we're going to find some love for the lonely folks out there in Bemidji and hopefully help some people too. It's the Beer Belly Sports Podcast on WBLZ.
You want to see a backhand toe wave?
The semi-pro of sports radio, Beer Belly Sports.
My family! He's got a gun!
Someone's breaking into your home. What do you do? Call 911? It takes the police an average of 35 minutes to respond to a 911 call. In that time, a burglar could have his way with your wife, smoke a cigarette, flip her over, and go in for seconds. Don't let the worst happen to you. It is vital that you protect yourself. Do it the patriotic way.
That's right. Ammunition has all the equipment you need to protect your family from the evils of a liberal society. Fixed, mounted, and shoulder-held submachine guns, mortars, surface-to-air and all manner of heat-seeking missiles, and just in to celebrate the Gulf War, pink and blue tracer bullets so you can protect your family in the dark. Start the week off right on Make My Day Mondays with 2-for-1 on main, strafe, and kill landmines. Got Gulf War syndrome? Get $10 off all machine gun rentals. Hey, if you love your family, prove it with a gun. Ammunition, protecting your rights.
No, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. It's stronger, and I'm done hoping that we could work it out. I'm done with how it feels, spinning my wheels, letting you drag my heart around and over.
What you doing to me? It ain't the way it should be. You took away everything I had, you put the hurt on me.
Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you.
Welcome back to Beer Belly Sports. It's time now for Missed Connections with Steve O.
All right, well, we've only got a couple, and we're only going to be here for a little while, so here are two from the Bemidji area. This one is, I opened the door for you at work.
Oh, okay.
Man looking for woman. Hi!
Hi.
I met you this morning in the way in the door at work.
Good start.
It was your First time filling in at our site, and I opened the door for you and helped you find the main office. At the end of the day, you were looking for your jacket, but couldn't remember what room it was in.
Wow, so helpful.
Where am I?
That guy definitely took her coat.
It's in the back of my car.
With her.
Just help me move this chair into the back of my van off. I think your coat's in there too.
Want to help me with my hope chest?
You gotta dig in there deep.
Yeah, just get in there first. I got a bad back.
Really deep.
Anyways, but I couldn't remember what room it was in. I asked you your name and told you mine. I hope you had a good first day there. Let me know if I can help any more. You were sure attractive and friendly. There we go.
Hard to read when you're drinking, huh?
That's exactly what it said, man. It's hard to read when it's written so poorly. This one is 3 songs, and I think they're all Pink Floyd songs. It's called Wish You Were Here, Time, and Empty Spaces. Woman Looking for Man. I'm lost in a sea of familiar faces, but nothing is as it was. Nothing feels the same. I had come to and seen the light, but still feel empty. They keep telling me I feel normal. I'll feel normal again. It just takes time. I know what I have to do. I know how to be strong, yet nothing I do feels right. I love this mic, by the way.
Okay, good for you.
I sound way better than the plastic one. Anyway, sorry.
Especially the burps.
Yeah,
Thanks.
The extra bassy. Bassy. Okay, sorry.
Go on.
Back to this. I know how to be strong, yet nothing I do feels right. I keep looking to you for answers, but you're not there. Just empty space. I put a smile on my face every day because I don't have a choice. You accomplished your goal. I'm dead on the inside, yet still searching for you in the dark, wondering if I'll ever find you. Wondering if you have the power to revive me again. But I know, even if you do have the power, you won't. Because you wanted this.
Whoa. They got dark at the end.
It was really dark. Really dark at the end. So those are our Bemidji Misconnections for this evening. I think one has a chance of seeing that person again, and I hope that the other does not, because that seemed like an awful time.
She has the power, apparently.
She does.
She had the power.
Has the power.
And that other guy, yeah.
What about him?
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about the second one. She has no chance.
The second one.
Yeah, has no chance of.
But you think
but I
holding
think
the door open girl is...
Yeah, because I think that she might have to go back to that work site, so that guy will eventually run into her.
I still can't find my jacket.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Well, we never checked my van, like I said last time.
Yeah, it's cool. Just put this lotion on real quick. It'll make it easier to slide it on.
Oh, here you can put my coat on.
Oh, just leave my fucking dog alone, though. Oh yeah, the creepiness that is Bemidji, Minnesota. Huh? Anyways, the end of Layla signals that this is the end
Roads
of our the Beer Belly Sports Podcast as we've known it for so many weeks.
So many.
I would just like to say something.
Oh, okay. I was going to give you
the floor is yours anyway.
I'm sorry for stepping on you, but here's the thing, guys. It's the last pod among many other great pods. You know what? We had lots of fun, lots of laughs, some beers got drunk. I might be drunk. But no, in all seriousness, this podcast is a great way to have some fun with some good guys. And I'm going to miss you. Miami won't have you guys. You're irreplaceable. And
you're coming back up for my wedding, right?
When's that again?
2 years?
Oh, lots of time.
Who knows? That might be in a different continent.
No, but love this podcast. Love you guys, and best of luck to Mr. Ryan here. I think you'll do great.
Well, I do want to say a big thanks to Cainer for coming on. He really gave us a good, steady backbone and some somewhat structure to this.
He was the pretty
that was.
face of our group.
Yeah,
the pretty face for radio.
And he grew out his beard for us too.
Yes, I did. Thank you for showing me what a face with a beard could look like.
It looks good now, doesn't it? Yeah. Keep it. You got to keep it.
Oh man. Do you remember the first one though? Sitting in that basement, it was so cold down there. And
I remember just shivering the whole time.
Like the floor was like ice.
Yeah.
It was.
Do you remember
so
what
cold.
episode it was?
I think it was like 6 or
no 5.
Five.
It was called by God, that's gotta be Kane.
Oh yeah,
Made your awesome
Nice.
entrance
Yep.
And then you stuck around and it was awesome. I'm glad you did. Our Wolfpack had grown to 3, and that was pretty nice.
Yeah,
it was nice. Recurring guest.
Recurring guest.
It's one of the highlights of my week. So
Aw.
I just appreciate you guys so much. You talented young individuals.
Thank you.
And I wish you both the best of luck.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Tell the audience, if you would please, where you're headed and what you're going to be doing.
Heading down to Miami, Florida. Going to be going to school for a year.
Loser.
The wife and I are heading south. We're going to, enjoy the sun, get out of the snow.
2 Canadians heading down south.
Yep.
She's from Wisconsin.
She is from
Close
Wisconsin.
enough.
So
Not even close.
And just so everyone knows, I did get my green card. So
He's finally a real American.
That was why I went back home to Canada last week.
Oh,
all right. Well, this is the first time we've ever gone longer than the intro.
It's
so
all right. I backplayed it.
It's okay. I'm excited for you. Life is all about going out and doing adventure, and you guys are definitely taking an adventure going down to Miami. It's going to be an interesting experience for you guys, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Mm-hmm. And maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to, with these great producing skills, we'll be able to get me on the pod for a surprise appearance.
I hope you do come back.
I would. Well, even if we could just do like a phone call or something, like I don't know.
That might be set up at the old studio.
We can do that. We can figure that out. Once you get settled down there, we'll figure out a time that we can make that happen.
I'll be listening, boys.
You better.
Well, good.
Yeah.
And we've got our new guy, Mr. James Ryan. 2 first names, but he's going to be all right, I think.
He has 2 first names?
Secret agent James Ryan.
Ricky Bobby?
Ryan. James Ryan. Great radio name, and I think if last week's show is any indication, we're going to keep moving forward. We will miss Kane quite a bit, but we're going to still keep on plugging up here. So
I'm not gonna lie. When I listened to the pod last week, I got a little sad.
Did you?
Hearing you guys with someone else.
Cheated on me.
I thought we had something. Couldn't even let the seat get cold. No, we couldn't.
No, we couldn't.
The podcast continues, and so
this weekend, Sunday.
Oh yes, we're finally doing our the bet. The bet is going to be wagered, and it is the. He's finally going to have to be a Packer fan with me.
Ooh.
If you don't recall, the Cowboys lost to the Packers in a very close matchup. Week 5, week 6, I don't know.
It was
whatever.
a long time ago.
But we finally get around to it because I finally remembered that, hey, I don't have work this weekend.
Yeah,
you don't
so
either.
we're going to find a way to we're going to find a bar in this town of ours that will actually play the game because the Vikings play at the same time, so that's going to be tough. But we'll find a way, and we'll be posting up on the Beer Belly Sports Facebook page.
Yep.
And also keeping it
we'll go
updated
live.
on Twitter as well, which is, one last time, Cainer, what's our Twitter handle?
That is BBS_podcast.
Nice. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow on Twitter, get angry on the internet against Jeffrey, or just take a deep breath and realize that it's just a game, man.
No, it's not to these guys.
All right. Well, Jeffrey, any final thoughts today?
I am somewhat excited for Sunday. I have to be a true Packer fan, and they're playing the frickin' Browns of all teams.
Can't wait.
So that should be a win.
Yeah, it should be fun. James, what's your final thoughts for tonight?
Well, that Oregon isn't a state.
It is a state.
Or it is a state, but it isn't a city.
That's
Nerd. North Dakota kids.
Geography's
We're
hard,
gonna send
man.
him an atlas. We'll send him home with an atlas tonight.
It's exactly like we both struggled with the.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're not
see,
even
it's-
losing a step when it comes to figuring out where cities and states are.
Fits right in.
It's
Fits
going
right
to be
in.
perfect.
Now can you make it intro like Mitch?
No.
Or we have to go back to mine.
Yeah, that'll be the true test. And now, Cainer, your final thoughts for the
Final-
Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
Final send-off here. I'm just going to say thanks again. Go Leafs, go. See you soon, Miami.
All right. For everyone of the Beer Belly Sports Podcast, my name's Steve-O. We will be back with you guys next week on Wednesday from Fozzie's Smokin' Barbecue here on WBLZ. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Call me back, man. This is Conrad.
Love you, Canada.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Minnesota!
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious. Wonderful.